Kelsey. Not many of you know that I got married when I was 16, and you may be wondering what brought me to be married at 16, and so I am here to tell you about it. While most of my friends were shopping for their prom dresses, I was picking out wedding bands for my husband-to-be. 6 years and 2 kids later, we're still married and very happily married. I met Andrew when I was probably 10. Honestly, I didn't care for him much. He picked on me a lot. When I was 14, my friend Destiny invited me over to her place for the evening to hang out. She had invited her crush over, and Andrew tagged along. That's the moment I knew he was the one for me. And so began the rest of our journey together, an up and down, topsy-turvy journey. In August of 2003, he left for the Navy boot camp. I wrote him almost every single day. I still have every letter he wrote me while he was away. When he came home for Thanksgiving that year, he joined my family and I for Thanksgiving dinner. When everyone was busy, he took me into my grandma's room and sat me on the bed, pulled out a ring and said, "You want to marry me, right?" Our original plans were to wait until I turned 18 and had graduated high school. Then one day I told my mom that I wanted to get married in June of 2004, and she said okay. When the time came, she signed the papers for the marriage license, and I was on my way to becoming Mrs. Andrew McCabe. Getting married at 16 was pretty easy. Being married was the tough part. All we did was party, drink beer, have barbecues, and what little beer money was left over we spent and actually paid our bills every once in a while. In January 2006, we moved to Yokosuka, Japan, 2 weeks after I turned 18. Shortly after we moved there, we had a surprise pregnancy. In the end, it turned out to be perfect timing. Having Aliana saved us from who we were becoming. After our 3-year tour was up in Japan, we moved here to the Emerald Coast, and here we are today. 6 years of marriage behind us and 2 beautiful daughters. So how did we do it? How did we stay together and not become another American divorce statistic? The short answer, Jesus. In Romans 7:2 it says, "A married woman is bound to her husband as long as he is alive, but if her husband dies, she is released from the law of marriage." It doesn't say a married woman is bound to her husband until the marriage gets difficult. On June 19th, 2004, I promised to be his wife until death do us part. God gave me Andrew. Yes, it has been hard, but I am blessed. I am honored to be his wife. He's my hero, my best friend, was and always will be my partner in crime. I used to hide the fact that I got married at 16. I used to dread telling people how old I was, giving away how old I was when I got married. But now I realize that more than ever, it's a part of my story. It's a part of who I am, and I'm thankful for it.